Welcome back. This is the fourth element, the penultimate video of fuel. And the starting question is this: how do you fuel yourself? Maybe it's something like this. We see this many occasions in the professional domain. It's about keeping alive with caffeine during the day and then alcohol at night. So whether this is the case or not, what I want you to be more aware of is that we can pay more attention to food as a means of fueling our performance, and not just eating for survival. So there's things here that we can learn from the world of sport. If we think here about the case of Michael Phelps, I remember Phelps from the 2008 Beijing Olympics, and he said, all I can do is eat, sleep and swim. He was a real swimming machine. And I think if you look at any other elite sportsman or sportswoman, they substitute swim for their own discipline. And they recognise the big importance on sleep that we've talked about previously, but also fueling. How do they fuel their activity? How do they fuel their performance? So how can you be more conscious of the food that you eat and not just eat for survival in a busy day? For example, grabbing lunch at your desk. One of the authors of The Corporate Athlete, Tony Schwartz, they have an initiative in Manhattan which is pushing back against this trend. It's called Take Back Your Lunch. It's trying to get people to think you're not just saving half an hour by having lunch at your desk. You're ruining your recovery and you're affecting your performance after lunch through the rest of the day. So really placing that importance on the things that you eat as a means of fueling your performance is a key aspect. Phelps, I remember that story from Phelps in 2008. A lot of people said at the time he was eating 12,000 calories a day. That's a lot of food, no? And I remember in the press in the UK they had a photo of what that represented. That is a lot to eat. But even just being more conscious of when you're eating, one thing is mindful eating. And research has shown that when we are mindful of the food that we eat, we can actually better manage our weight. The simple reason for that is that when we rush and we eat too fast, we don't know when we're full. Our stomach, it takes time to send signals to our brain to tell us when we've had enough to eat. But if we eat too fast, then we tend to overeat. So one thing is just slowing down when we eat. This is a key thing as a professional. Many professionals eat far too quickly so that we know when we're full, and we also enjoy the experience of having a meal. So whether that be lunch during the day with colleagues or friends, or especially at night when you're having time with your family, to enjoy having a meal is a real experience. So mindful eating is a key thing. Paying attention to the food choices that you make is important for performance.